We're gonna go. The Hangout is live. Okay, here we go. Give me a second here to set this bad boy up so that I get it all where it needs to be. I can't see any of your questions because, well, I'm still in the process of setting this up, and I will explain why there have not been any videos. It's pretty simple. Yeah, okay. Live control room. View on the watch page. Thank you very much. Hopefully there's somebody out there. Is there anybody out there? Okay. All right, let's make sure this is working. EELLO. Most of you guys are probably not even around. You're probably out in the field, or you're floating around in a boat someplace, which is a high possibility. Most of the Midwest looks like it's underwater or getting blown off the map. I, on the other hand, am very, very dry. Very dry. Just waiting for someone to show up. And One Lonely Farmer's website is being, yeah, I can't get anything up on my site, on my channel. I have 0 viewers. Nobody loves me today. Oh, 2 viewers popped up. Just say something so I know what's going on. La 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 la. 3 viewers. Text something. Maybe you can see. I will let you know what the problem is with my computer as soon as I can, because the I just got off of the Apple website and I was reading some reviews. I use iMovie, and you got something? Yeah, something. Something. I'm sorry. I've been using, hello, Robert Yost. Yeah, I've been using iMovie to edit these videos and get them onto YouTube. And I don't know, maybe a week and a half ago, well, 2 weeks ago, I had problems with my operating system. You know, a lot of people say that Apple cannot get a virus, but guess what? My Apple got a virus. It did, which was no big deal because all I did was read. Dry in Virginia, yeah, it's dry here. We had a little shower come through just a few minutes ago, but it was, I could have pissed more than that. But anyways, I did get that virus on this computer, and we reinstalled, and then everything went back to normal. Upload a video. Well, when I did that, there were some updates to the movie, and instead of taking for 5 minutes to upload, you know, per minute, to upload a video to YouTube, it started taking 4 or 5 hours. And then it took like 6, 7, 8 hours. Then it took 17 hours and 4 hours to upload. To upload a video, and of course, when you get down to the last like 30 minutes, iMovie would just shut down unexpectedly. Good morning, Oregon. Wow, it's still dark out there? Nah, it must be getting light now. So yeah, I've just been having some serious problems, and I figured it's not my connection, because I'm sure you guys are looking at me perfectly fine, because we just put a new CenturyLink modem in, because the other one was a couple of years old and it was lagging and it would kick you off every once in a while. So yeah, so I did the new modem, and I'm still having problems with the iMac. You know, someone told me this morning that I should just take a sledgehammer to it, but I'm not taking a $4,000 computer and smashing it up. So I guess the next logic I would do would be to actually shit can iMovie for now and go with the I forget what the heck it is. It's Well, it's a better editing program. It costs $300, and that is in the process of being downloaded onto my computer right now as we speak. And yeah, and I'm gonna have to get another backup for my computer, because I have already got over 800 gigabytes of video and 800 gigabytes of video on my computer in the last not like 2 years. So yeah, having problems with Apple products, imagine that. No, well, honestly, the computer is second to none. The best computer I've ever run. So Mr. Tintin Jeffro, yeah, it was a $4,000 one. Yeah, you know what? You know, these basic machines, I could have got this machine for about $2,000, but I wanted editing software, decent editing software, which when I first got this, it was an upgrade from the regular iMovie, or the Mavericks. I went to iMovie, and the iMovie was awesome. When I first started the computer, I was like, okay. It was a little bit of a prick to figure out how to make it work, because their instructions suck. It's more of a learning curve. You know, you got to get away from the Windows machine, and then once you get this Apple, it's like I don't ever even want to look at another Windows machine ever again. And that's the truth. I mean, I'm having problems here. I could go to Walmart and get a cheap laptop for a couple $300 and go back into Movie Maker and muddle through and never get anything really of high quality. Or I could just, you know, get my the new editing software that I'm downloading now. And what the hell was that saying? iMovie. Yes, iMovie's newest updates is very bad. Has a lot of bugs. Bugs wouldn't be bad. It won't upload. It stalls. It stops. It quits. It sucks. It blows. It does it all, except for what I want it to do. Moisture in the cable, a small crack in the line can cause grief. I don't think there's moisture even in my house. You can see behind me, my house is wood, and the humidity of this house is very stable, because the wood, the wood sucks it out of the atmosphere. It's not like any other type of home. Everything's wood. So yeah, Final Cut Pro. That's right. Yes. Is it Final Cut Pro that I'm downloading? Yes, I am. Does anybody out there have Final Cut Pro? Because I think I'm going to be Final Cut Pro in it from now on. Hopefully it uploads better than what that stupid iMovie bullshit does. No, it's not just like the No Rower. Oh, and yeah, the No Rower never worked very well it worked okay at the beginning, and then it started to crash, but this thing here seemed to work quite well from the beginning, and then up until about April 27th, when I reinstalled and got all the nice new updates that don't work. Just destroyed iMovie. Adobe Premiere, best movie maker. You think? I mean, I'm not an Adobe fan. It's a Japanese product, but I'm not an Adobe fan. I tried it and was like, fuck that. I want something good. Hi, my iMac 27 died after 3 years. LED and logic board. $150 to repair it. Pissed me off. Well, $1,150 to repair. Well, 3. Really? Don't Idaho. I have a 27-inch, and this is just finishing up its second year. But I got a 5-year warranty with it. I paid a little extra money because you know what? I don't want this freaking thing to go down. Maybe it was a 4-year warranty. I don't know, whatever it was. I paid a little extra money. It was like $90 for an extension. It does yeah, I used the pirated copy of Final Cut a friend gave me. Works amazing. Well, I'm actually, because I do make money on YouTube, and just by clicking ads on YouTube, you guys are helping me out there. Even by not clicking ads, I still get like a penny every 1,000 views. So I am making money. Good morning from Hungary. I'd like to come to Hungary. I think you invited me to come stay at your house. So maybe in a year or so, I'd come stay at your house in Hungary. Andre Borshak. Borshak. Yeah. I think that's how you pronounce your last name. But yeah, the Final Cut Pro, it's about a third done downloading on here, and I'm hoping that I can figure it out pretty quick. The hay business, we need rain. I got, in the end, I got a lot of footage. Clicky the camera is a better camera than the new one. For some reason, and I got a feeling it has to do with Movie Maker. The new Movie Maker is causing issues with this camera. This is an Olympus. And I never had any problems, but Clicky seems to work. But this is a little newer version of the same thing. Good morning from Kansas. I love that. I'll tell you, Apple iPhone, Apple computer. When I went Apple, I'll never go back to the Dell or IBM compatibles. They're just not for me. And yeah. Goodbye, Joe.
See you later.
Joe's going camping with the Girl Scouts.
Boy Scouts.
Oh, Sausage Fest. I'd rather go camping with the Girl Scouts, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He needs to know how to go camping. Stick with Clicky, the perfect, and it never bothered me. It doesn't bother me either. I mean, I'm half deaf, so what the hell? Final Cut Pro is way better by a long shoot, huh? Yeah, well, that's what I'm hoping, that I can go right into Final Cut Pro and get these videos back up and running. I mean, when you take a video, yeah, I know, hold on. Kind of conversing with other people while I'm on here, but yeah, I'm just hoping that this works so that I can get these videos back and running. I've tried to upload a video every single day of the last 2 weeks, and what have I been able to put up? Something that came from Clicky the camera. It came out of Clicky the camera, and it was from my vacation. It was the only thing I could get up there. Hello from Saudi Arabia. Wow. What's your name? Turkey Aldo Swari. Wow. Anyway, what do you think of what our president just did with Iran? Turkey, Aldor Sori in Saudi Arabia. What do you think of what our president did with Iran? Because I got an idea what I think of what the president did to you guys down there. But, you know, that's just me. Hello from Denmark. I love your movies and your nice workshop. I love my workshop. It's a mess, and it gets things done. 50/20 just rolled in there yesterday, so when I'm done putting fertilizer down here in the next couple, 3 or 4 days, that's going to get tore apart, and we're going to change out the synchronizers in there. So you can look forward to 50/20 repair video. And what's the other thing? I got to go down and see Mr. Heavy Chevy, and hopefully this coming weekend, I'll be done doing that. I'm just going to make a quick rundown. I'm going to pick up a 1936 Ford Flathead D8 with a transmission on the ass end of it, and we're going to be doing that. Oh, you never understood politics? Well, I'll tell you what. The older I get, the more I hate politics, and I think they make it so complicated that they don't want average people to understand politics. But in 1977, there was an agreement made between the United States and Saudi Arabia to buy oil with the U.S. dollars, called the petrodollar. And our president, Mr. Wonderful Obama, or Barry Soetoro, as I'd like to call him, he made an agreement with Iran that they were the new superpower in the Middle East, leaving the Saudis high and dry, which has soured relationships between Saudi Arabia and the USA, further weakening our dollar. So there's a little bit of political shit for you. I had the same problem with my iMovie. I saved the project, converted to MOV, and then just uploaded it through YouTube Direct. I could do that. You know, I forgot all about that. I'm just so busy right now. ProFarms, I'm going crazy trying to get this work done. Great White North. Hello from West Virginia. Hello from Poland. Hello from Basildon. Ha! Yeah, Basildon. You know, I really liked the Basildon plant. You guys say that it's a shitty town, but I don't know. I thought it was neat to go through the New Holland plant in Basildon. I'd actually like to come visit over there again, but I want to do a motorcycle tour. I just don't have the time right now, and driving on the wrong side of the road is kind of weird. But morning to you from New Jersey. From Jersey. Jersey, England, or New Jersey? JK. Benson on trains. This is a CNH Basildon plant. Yeah, the CNH Basildon plant. It was an awesome place. Yes, Pro Farms. Yep. Okay. Hey, Farmer Have and John Deere 3640. What is your opinion about this model? I do not know the 3640. That sounds to me like it's something that is sold directly in Europe. It is probably like a 2940 or 2640 or something like that. I'm not sure. What's the horsepower range of that thing? I've been doing a work placement there for the past few weeks. I've been doing a work placement there for the past work placement. Oh man, you guys are talking between yourselves. I'll let you guys go at it. What was the sprayer malfunction you referred on Instagram? Sprayer malfunction was well, I had a couple of malfunctions, but there was a split on one of the fittings that came off the pump, and it was spraying my fertilizer everywhere. So it wasn't Cliffside Park, New Jersey. Oh, okay, cool. All right. Computer problems? Yes, computer problems. Just iMovie problems. This computer's fine. What problem do you have with your PC? It's iMovie that I'm having problems with. It's actually just the software, my editing software. It's not allowing me to upload to YouTube. It's telling me it's going to take 17 hours to do a 9-minute video. Well, jeepers creepers. About 120 horsepower. Oh, really? So this 3640. So that's like a 120 horsepower. It's like a 4240. A 4240 was about that horsepower. Something like that. Turbo or non-turbo? Fendt tractors are overpriced for what they are. The reason a lot of you guys like the Fendts, I think, is the road speed, but, you know, all the other manufacturers are catching up to that anyway, you know. You've been doing work placement at the Basildon plant. Well, are you in England right now, or Pro Farms? Where are you home? Lexington, South Carolina. Hello. Todd Creech. I like that name. Good to see you up early. Well, I'm not really up early, but actually I slept late today. The reason I slept late today because I've been rolling driving truck because my driver, as you all know, is no longer working for me. I do have a new driver lined up, and I'm hoping that he hurries up and retires from his other job so I can buy his truck and put him in it and send him on his merry way with my hay because I'm getting tired. Hi from Europe, Germany. Yeah, there you go. Dresden. Sachsen, Dresden. Yeah, Europe. And John Deere needs to fix with the new mower. What are some of the things John Deere needs to fix with the new mower? The guy did not say anything about it when I was there. No, there's nothing that needs to be fixed. It's being assembled and calibrated. They put the wrong tires on it. I had a video for that. The new camera lost the footage. Didn't lose the footage, it's just unusable footage. So I changed the SD card and I seem to be doing okay, but still. Yes, I'm from England and I'm doing a placement there, but I'm back home now. So where is back home at Pro Farms? Where are you at? What is your home residence? The state. I don't need town. Hello from Venezuela. Oh, Venezuela. Yeah. Venezuela. Hugo Chavez, right? That's who your leader is down there. President Hugo Chavez, I believe. Venezuela is a beautiful country, from what I understand. I know there's some people that have been to Venezuela, and they got into trouble down there, got to partying too hard, broke up a bar someplace, just stupid stuff, you know. But back in their youth, they're about 15 to 20 years older than me now, but dummies, just dumb. You go to a country, you don't go and piss off the local government. That's not a good idea. Has everyone been to OneLonelyFarmer.com? You know what? I wish they would go. OneLonelyFarmer.com has been a little bit on the slow side. I've gotten a few orders of this up lately, but hey, Arkansas. Hello from Arkansas. Hey, farmer. Oh, I just bought a new hay rake. I just bought a new hay rake. So I just walked into, I'm going to, yeah. Anyway, I bought an H&S, what do they call that thing? Action rake. The H&S Action rake. I walked in, I saw it. I liked the way it looked, so I bought it. Okay, what can I do if my tractor won't go out of gear? I have a neutral, but it's still in low. If I put it in reverse and let off the clutch, it grinds and stalls. Wow. You've got a linkage problem. Whether you broke something off inside the transmission on a shifter fork, or sometimes the shifter forks are not riveted, they're bolted. And if they're bolted, they'll loosen up sometimes and just and never actually shift in and out of gears. What model tractor is that? You got a John Deere B. We don't know much about it, Ryan. Minecraft Love. Well, I don't know much about the B either. I have 1.5 of one. Actually, I have 2 complete ones. One's a parts tractor. It was given to me. That's when I went to Utah last November. Yeah. Well, hello from Nebraska. How's corn planting going on in Nebraska? You guys done yet? Devon in south of England. Okay. You know what? I'd like to go ride the green lanes in England on a motorcycle. I used to watch One Lung Warrior. He's dead now. Or Svengali was another channel that he had. Or Geocache Spoilers was another one that he had. So Svengali was a really cool dude, but he's now passed. But that's a sad story. Sean from Australia. Anyways, could you, if you remember it, XD, put a link to the Facebook page in the vid? A link to the Facebook page in the vid. You know what? I guess I probably could if I can remember, but I'm terrible about that. I always say that, you know, links in the description below unless I forgot it, which I probably did anyway. But in 1976 International Harvester 766, I had it on the neighbor's rock catcher when it happened. That should have a shifter on the top of the transmission, correct? Indiana Farmer Gamer Boy. The shifter's on the top of the transmission, like you straddle it and the shifter stick is right in front of you. Answer that one. Hello from the Netherlands. Because if it is, that's a real easy one to fix. Pocahontas, Arkansas. What are you working on today? Well, I'm working on trying to explain why I have not posted any videos as of right now. How does it look like the cherries out there? Oh, I don't know. Oh. What fert do you use on hay? Is triple 19 good? Yeah, it'd be okay. Triple 19, you really don't need much phosphate with that. You're gonna want to look for some sulfur right now. Sulfur is low. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you about that one. There's a linkage problem. You probably have a broken linkage. Does it feel easy to move in one of the? I don't know. I'm not. I don't know the 744. I really don't. How's the motorbike? Well, it sits in the building. I haven't had time to. My plans for today are to go and spray fertilizer up in Far Hills, New Jersey. So that's why I'm kind of. This is just going to be a short video today, for explaining what my problem is. Plus, I'm about halfway done with my whatever Editor Pro or whatever it is. I'll be buying another shirt in the near future. I can't believe the quality of the shirt. The price, you know what? And that's one thing that the quality of the shirts, you know, it's the fabric is really good stuff. if you're going to buy a shirt, you're not going to be disappointed with the quality. You're going to wear it for a long time. As a matter of fact, the writing will probably all be worn off or faded away, and you'll still be wearing that shirt. I bought an H&S Action Rake. I believe it was the AR12 or the AR12 Action Rake 12. It's a 12-wheel rake. You can go to their website and see the video of it. It's only a 12-wheel rake. I have a 16-wheel rake that I use currently, and I took some video of that I was repairing it because I had some issues with it, starting to get some fractures, and it's going to take some time, but I'm going to get that thing fixed up and ready to rock and roll for the for the hang season. But when you get, it's a 1660 is the model of the H&S rig, and there have been some issues with the 1660 and the 1460. The same thing with the 1654 or whatever the heck model that is. But I'm having problems with the hinges in the back when it opens and closes. There's a lot of stress and pressure on that hinge in the back, and it needs to be really worked on. Well, I need reliability to get through this coming year. I got a new mower coming. I got the old mower. I think both of them will be reliable and functional. The baler was new last year. I'm going to run it this year. Look out for the horses up in Far Hills. Well, as a matter of fact, I'm fertilizing where the Far Hills Race Meeting Association is. That's where I'm going to be at, where the racetrack is. So, good evening, Western Australia. How was your vacation in the Philippines? My fiance is from Lipa, Batangas. Well, yeah, the Philippines is a great place to go visit. If you've got ideas of going to live there, you'll live there for a year, possibly two, if you've got the money to do it, and then you're going to be craving to come home. Like most of these guys, they're like, you know what, I can't stand to live here anymore. I got to go. It's dirty. It's smelly. There's beautiful women there. There's beautiful guys there. There's beautiful country there. But you're not going to get the things you get here. You're not going to live the lifestyle I live here. And if you piss off the local government, they're going to deport your ass. So yeah, if you're looking to get married there, go visit the girl. Take her out. Show her her own country, because 9 times out of 10, 99 out of 100 times, the girls that are trying to get out of that country have never even seen. So go show them their own country, and you'll learn a lot. She'll learn a lot. You'll bond, and if you like each other after that, then go ahead and marry her. Live there for a couple of months, drag her back to your own country. That's what I can say. Anyways, you know, update on YouTube Player on your website. It is outdated. On my YouTube Player. Yes, I know. I got after my IT girl, and she needs to get her ass in gear here. I hope she's watching. Come on, Debbie. So anyway, hey, Farmer John. You know, your rigs. Farmer John. Is Farmer John on here? I think I saw him. I saw a few videos, Farmer John. Your rake looks like my MF1510. It could be very similar. H&S makes a lot of rakes. Ash borer killing all the ash trees in Pennsylvania. How about New Jersey? Same thing. It's not killing them yet, but they're weakening. I have one in my yard here. There has not been any ash borers located here yet. I know that the state government was out and asked permission to go walk through the woods to see if they're there. And if they are there, they wanted to cut the trees down. But I don't know. MF1510, you know how to look that up. Jonathan Hibbard. Yeah. What happened to the 8120? Nothing. 8120 is fine. 8120 is perfectly fine. Well, not yet. No, not really. I do have an issue with the 8120, and I will be resolving that as soon as my my new editing software gets downloaded onto this computer, because and the selective control valves is full of O-rings and stuff, and I have two of the SCV valves that are drifting. So if I raise something up, it drifts down. And raise it up, it drifts down. So I've got two of them that are doing that. It's kind of pissing me off. But I'll get it done. I'll get it fixed. I'll get it to her part. I'm going to clean that tractor all up and get it to where it needs to be. Good. What are you doing today, Farmer John? Where's Farmer John? Yeah, I don't even see Farmer John. Anyway, how's the 4960? 4960 runs good. There's a few things that need to be done to it, but just stuff that's left over from the rebuild that I just haven't gotten to. I like the new rake. Are you going to replace the big H&S rake with the Kuhn next year? No. As a matter of fact, I was looking at the Kuhn rakes. I've been interested in them the last couple of years. Know a couple guys that have them, and I'm sorry, but no Kuhn for me. Too many problems with them. Stress fractures. They look really good. They look really good. They look a lot like the H&S action rake. H&S has done a good. I gotta say, the 1460 is not my favorite rake for the flimsiness of it, but it's been the best rake I've ever owned, which is kind of weird. It jitters, it's flimsy, and you go down the road and your arms are like this, so you got to latch them all up, and that's why I bought the action rake, the 12-wheel action rake. It's got 60-inch wheels, and they fold up and over. Now, when you unfold it, boom, you're going. There's no getting out of the tractor, going back, taking the straps off. There's no getting out of the tractor, wiggling it, pushing on it, trying to get them hooked up. It's just, and that's it. So we'll see. If this thing works out the way I'm hoping it does, then I'm just going to swap in my 16-wheel 1460 or 1660, and I'm going to buy another action rake, and that'll be it. I should get a Citrix high-capacity rake. You know what the Citrix high-capacity rake is, Jonathan Hibbard? It is a New Holland HT 154. It's the same thing. I had one. They're great rakes. You open it up, you go to the field, you close it up, you're done. There's no getting off. The braces are there, but you don't need to use them. The Citrix or Cytrex, they're great, but they're built so heavy, they're actually overbuilt. They stress and fracture and break apart. Timothy hit a telephone pole with my New Holland, and there's a corn planted about 70 or so acres of soybeans planted. Quite possibly today we could pull out the disc line service. And okay, yeah, you guys are talking to one another. Yeah. Farmer John. Anyways, the Citrix rakes, they're great rakes, and they work very, very well. But they're a New Holland. They're the same thing, identical, made by Tenuti. Yep, Tenuti makes those. They're Italian. Tenuti makes a lot of different rakes. I still make hay with a 7-foot sickle bar mower and old Ford baler. Hey, whatever works for you. You know, I'm high production. If I went out there with a sickle bar mower, I would probably take me 10 years to do 1 year's worth of work with it. That's it. The 60-inch wheels, no, because of the angle of attack. And the other thing is, if the 60, that is not entirely the problem with that 60-inch wheel rake. I say I don't want 60-inch wheels. I didn't want 60-inch wheels on this one, and if I do have that problem, I'm just going to change them over to the 54-inch wheels and call it a day. It's only 12 wheels. So, and then I'll take those 60-inch wheels and I'll shuffle them over to whatever else I have. It's fine. We'll see what happens, It's a crapshoot anytime you buy a new piece of equipment. When you're going to be cutting the first hay, as I said on Facebook the other day, we cut our first few acres last week. Yeah, the Frontier rake has always been just a spare. So if the big rake breaks, then I got the little Frontier rake, but the Frontier rake is only an 8-wheel rake, and that will grab like a windrow and a half. So I can't really use that. I need something that takes 2 full windrows. It's going to bring 30 feet of hay into a windrow. And believe it or not, that 12-row action rake will do that. The 1460, the 1660 H&S that I have will actually do 2.5. You can actually get over there and get a quarter or a half of one if you really widen it out. But it's just, I don't know. It'll work. we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I turn around and I sell it to somebody that doesn't do nearly as much hay as I do, and I buy another 1660 or so. Anyway, I'm just answering a question on here. One of my friends has a number 7 sickle bar mower and as a lawn ornament. Well, yeah, that's about what in today's agriculture, you can't make a living doing that. I'm sorry. I'm finding more and more. Actually, where I bought the hay rake from, that the salesman, I've known him for years. As a matter of fact, he's the salesman that sold me the other H&S. And Gavin is his name. Gavin Grimm, I believe his last name is Grimm. But anyways, Gavin had a couple comments about what's happening in agriculture today, and he asked me if I had lost any ground, and of course I haven't. I've gained ground because I go looking for it. See you later, Farmer John. Get out there and get those disc binds fixed up. Anyway, yeah, the transitional winds, then at the time starts to move. Ooh, you got issues, dude. Have you ever experienced using a drum mower? If you have, what do you think of them? Drum mowers? Well, I'm not exactly sure what a drum mower is. So I don't know what it is. Doesn't mean I've never seen one. Just means that I've never heard anything called a drum mower. I have the 3-point mower. What about your 3-point mower in New Holland? I bought that thing. That's a backup. Like last year when I had no mower, I had my nephew was running that little 3-point mower. That's all he did. It was go round, 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 and we were still moving. We weren't completely halted. If the John Deere mower works out the way I think it will, then the little 3-point one will go by the way of the dodo. Wow. 60/60, huh? Anyway, how long have I been at this? Because I'm really not getting. Yeah, we're getting down there with the with that upload, and I'm kind of anxious to see where that's going to go. Yeah, I'm kind of anxious to see where that's going to go. Anyway, oh, what am I saying here? I think what do I think of a McCormick D432? My friend just bought one for hauling small bales. Well, or 432. I don't know. You know, McCormick's. I think McCormick's had Perkins engines in them. Yes, Pro Farms. I do. I actually have 4 mowers. The Gale has a cutter bar that is broken. Any reason why the back buttons to raise and lower the 3-point wouldn't work? It's a 2005 John Deere 7320. The back buttons, like outside the Power Beyond, you know, the back buttons to raise and lower, you got a switch problem. Sweet corn seed West, I can't find good bulk here in New York. Ken, I don't really have, I don't have an answer for you. I don't have an answer for you. If you're looking for heirloom sweet corn, you can get it from Burpee. Burpee will sell you all the sweet corn you need, or what the heck, there's another one. Yeah, I'll think of it. What's the price of dairy alfalfa in New Jersey? Well, for the lack of dairy farms in New Jersey, Pennsylvania, just look up the Lancaster Farming and New Holland or Wolgemuth hay auctions, and that'll give you a pretty good idea what it's worth. I heard last winter that some alfalfas were going for a little over $500 a ton, and that's all to make milk, for Christ's sakes. And now they're at what, $12 a hundred? It's ridiculous. No, it's ridiculous. 180 a ton here for alfalfa would be a crime to me. Yeah, bulk sweet corn seed. Yeah, I agree. Candyland Farms, McCormick's are hard to find parts for, but I think they're Agco, aren't they? McCormick is Agco. I'm pretty sure it is. So you should be able to find all the parts you want for that at your Agco dealer. I don't know about bulk sweet corn. I haven't. We saved our seed from last year because we did buy. What the heck is the name of that? It was Heritage Seed. Heritage Seed Company, I think, is what we bought. Our sweet corn from, and we saved it because, well, sweet corn. If I buy the new fangled GMO sweet corn, I get sick. Gives me a headache so bad that I can't move. So I have to get the old heirlooms that haven't been modified with fucked up sugars. How many hours are on the 8120? Because you should get a John Deere R series. I wouldn't mind an R series, but you know what? I like the non-pollution controlled tractors. So I'm probably going to stay in the 20 and 30 series and not move into the R series. What's the difference between a 7810 and a 7710? Horsepower. It's not Agco? Well, who makes it? If McCormick isn't Agco, who is it? It's not Fiat. What are you doing, Tim? You figured it out?
Yeah, you gotta let it set and run. You gotta let it set and reconfigure without letting it turn on.
What has to run? That thing?
This thing and that thing has to be both off for it to reconnect for some reason. Because somewhere on the controller it was messed up on the quad.
Oh, okay. Tim's got a quadcopter here with a video feed. And, yeah, we're getting closer. McCormick now belongs to an Italian Argo group. Landini. Oh, really? Landini's got it? I'll be darned. Sold by Case, our dealer quit selling them. Yeah, they were. I think they were Agco. I think they were Agco. Good morning, list. What's on the list? Fertilizer. We're just trying to finish up putting fertilizer on. It's not about 400 acres to go. We did some more fertilizing, but 2012 R series are still tier 3, I believe. I don't think so. Well, they've got EGRs in them. I don't want an EGR. I don't want that exhaust gas recirculation. Argo. Weird. Name company that makes Lamborghini and Landine. Wow, Argo. Hey, Tim. This is Timothy. We all remember the Squatchzilla.
Yeah.
I put Amazing Goof in the hairline.
Did not.
That's right, I did not. Massey Ferguson. Hi. Does Tim work for me full time? Hey, Tim, do you work for me full time?
Sunday he told me I could.
Hey, Miss Tractors came on. You guys want to see some good videos from Italy? Go to Miss Tractors' website or her channel, Miss Tractors. Ciao from Italy. Glad to find you in live. What do you think about rice cultivation? Rice cultivation in Italy is very different than rice cultivations in the Philippines, rice cultivation in any other country. I've never seen those wedge wheel things before in my life. So I kind of think it's cool. I really do. You guys get out there into the swamp. It looks like a swamp. You hit me with that thing, I swear. But, good morning from Canada. The new mower there yet? No, the new mower is not here. So, yeah. So any of you guys, go check out Miss Tractor. Miss Tractors. She's just above me here on our, yeah, Hofferian. Yeah, that's where her comment is. She is an Italian girl. She goes out and she rides around in tractors and does reviews. The hard part about her channel is it's in Italian. So if you don't understand Italian, you can always hit the translate button. She does a very good job. So I've been watching her for quite a while, actually. And then she went off for a while. Good job to her, Miss Tractor. Miss Tractors. Shout out G and Quinvin and blah. Yeah, I can't speak that language. Lamborghini is not the same group of Landini. Lamborghini is the same group of Same and Deutz-Fahr. Deutz-Fahr. Well, isn't Deutz tractor? No. Deutz-Fahr. Isn't Deutz-Fahr? Deutz, Alice, Deutz. Isn't that's AGCO? That's AGCO. Deutz-Fahr is AGCO. I know it is. I've just messaged you a picture of our drum mower on Facebook. Well, I'd look at it, but I can't right now. McCormick never belonged to AGCO before they got bought out by Case International. When Case IH merged with New Holland, they sold out the brand name of McCormick with a UK plants. Okay. All right. So, okay. I remember when the McCormick name came back out, and it was Case IH, but I don't follow those because I kind of bleed green. When I go out when I go to buy something, a track by John Deere. I've looked at New Holland. What are you doing?
Grabbing your keyboard.
Oh, you can't because I just got done uploading something and you can't touch that. You can go find something. You know what? Why don't you go on your computer and log on, and then you can type all you want. You'll be Mr. Tim Pandy. So go do that. Why aren't Peyton and Joe on more videos? Because Peyton and Joe have their own little lives, and that doesn't seem to want to involve the farm. I don't know why. I get them to the farm. As you all know, that I am divorced, and their mother does take them from time to time, and it just seems to screw up what I want them to do. But how tall is my hay? It's only about this tall. It's been cold and wet early and then hot. Deutz was bought by the Italian group Same in 1995. Well, it was Deutz Alice for a while. So Deutz must have had Alice Chalmers collapsed. I mean, this is a freaking agricultural equipment puzzle trying to figure out who owns who or what. The only thing that I know is that John Deere is still John Deere. There's no other companies that have bought them out. Yeah, Deutz-Fahr is a weird tractor, I think. I drove one. No, it was a Deutz. It was a Deutz-Fahr. It was an air-cooled Deutz tractor. It is same Deutz now. Okay. It's confusing. AGCO and Argo are different companies. Yeah, well, AGCO, Argo. Yeah, but Argo, I've never even heard of Argo. Like I said, I bleed green when I buy equipment. You know what? Go ask Miss Tractors. Miss Tractors ought to know that. She is in those things, fence. Yeah, she's in fence. And I saw her in John Deere the other day, and she kind of liked it. But, yeah, go ask her. She'll know. She knows better than me when it comes to that because, like I said, I bleed green. The Deutz-Fahr tractor that I'm a John Deere fan too. I have over 2,500 horsepower of John Deere equipment. 250 horsepower. John Deere. Hello. Hey, Tim. Tim Pandy's on, everybody. Say welcome to Tim. Yeah, he's like downstairs. What does the mower look like, Pro Farms? All right. I haven't seen it. Give me a minute. You guys talk between yourselves. What do you think of the John Deere 750 and 850 tractors? Well, they're small tractors. They're okay. They have their strong points and their weak points, just like anything else. But to get back to John Deere and why I bleed green, I was raised on John Deere tractors. The other tractors that are out there, I've driven a Massey Ferguson. I've driven a couple Massey Fergusons. Driven that Deutz-Fahr. That Deutz-Fahr was an air-cooled. The owner of that tractor had a Gale mower behind it, and I was borrowing the mower. Just seemed like that Deutz-Fahr tractor had a lot of unnecessary creature comfort clutter. It was like there was 60 light switches instead of just 3 positions that went from road to field to flood. This had like 65 of them. Mr. Tim Penny's your best worker. Don't lose him. That's right. He is. He's a good kid. Needs his ass kicked daily, but that's life. But anyways, Allis Chalmers sold Deutsch tractors as Allis for the American market. But the thing with Allis Chalmers is in '84 they collapsed it. They went out of business. If it ain't green, it ain't a tractor. Well, I can't say that. I mean, there are other green tractors, but you know, like I said, I was raised with John Deere's, had different tractors, opportunities to drive different tractors. Was it a 1370 case I borrowed from a neighbor one time, and it was okay, but sloppy on the shifter, and the cab had those posts. You know, cab was not very nice. Fendt is popular in the United States, yes, but I don't like the cab on them. They're too small. And the price, I mean, if I'm going to spend that kind of money, I might as well buy a John Deere. John Deere's the best dealer network for service and parts. Yes, they do. How's the John Deere 60? When are you going to start on the B? The John Deere B it's sitting down there, and you know what? Really, all that tractor needs is a good, it needs paint and to be put back together. That's a really nice tractor. It really is. I heard Allis Chalmers is going blue. Allis Chalmers is dead. Allis Chalmers has been dead for 30 years. So, my back hurts. Yeah, Allis Chalmers is long gone. But anyway, yeah. Go green or go home. Yeah, the John Deere tractors, I don't know. I have no problems with them as far as the reliability and you know, productivity of the John Deere tractor. Fuel efficiency is way up there. I wouldn't buy a New Holland case right now, just for the troubles that I've had with the windrower. You know, the windrower really put a damper on the pamper for me. Good morning, Norway. You know, so I'm not looking at buying a blue or a red tractor right now. I'm not going to do it. In August of 2000, Briggs & Scrap Iron announced that it would sell lawn tractors under the Allis Chalmers brand name. Well, Allis Chalmers had Simplicity, so if you're buying Simplicity tractors, when you bought a Simplicity tractor, you had the option to have Allis Chalmers decals or Simplicity decals because it was the same company. Is it true that Case axle combines do a better job than? Yes. Yes, it is. Axle flow combines and rotary combines did way better than John Deere cylinder combines. Oh, somebody's messaging me here. Oh, somebody told me they love me. Isn't that nice? Oh, anyway. Yeah, the new John Deere combines are now finally went to rotary combines. So it's just a better way to do it. New Holland was the first. Then White, New Holland, White, and the Axle Flow, they were all internationals. They all came out. Then Gleaner came out with their Axle Flow or their rotary combines. What a triple mower like Kroner or Fifi. What the hell is Fifi? Triple mower. I'm not buying a triple mower. I'm going to explain this to you guys one last time. A Krone Big M or a Kloss, you're looking between $400,000 and $500,000 for this machine. You're not going to get anything under $400,000 for one machine. So the $400,000 price tag is a lot. It's $418,000 for the small Krone mower. I priced one. I'm thinking to myself, I paid $160,000. I'm paying $160,000 for the John Deere. Okay, $160,000 for that. Why do I? That's one machine. I go 160 and 160 is 320. Right? I think so. 160, 160. Yeah, 320. No, 1, 2, 320. Yeah, my math is terrible in the morning, so leave me alone here. So I can buy literally 3 machines. They told me they would cut me a severe break if I bought 2 at a time. So what I'm thinking is, well, I know what I'm going to do this coming fall. If the John Deere works out the way I think it is, I'm going to get rid of the case and buy another John Deere. So there'll be 2 John Deere mowers at the farm. So why would I buy one machine for $418,000 or a bigger one for $500,000 or whatever the hell it is, and have the risk of one machine breaking down and nothing to mow with but a 3-point mower and a hydro swing? So I've decided that it's a smarter idea to buy 2 self-propelleds, and in the event that I smack into something and break one, I'm still going with a 15-foot mower that can mow hay at 12 acres an hour or more. So 1 Krone equals all the Carabao in the Philippines. That is true. That is true. And you can probably buy every Carabao in the Philippines. I don't think they mow with a Carabao, though. That's all. I don't know what the hell they mow with. I think it's all hand labor. I don't know. I watched a lot of it, and I have video of the Carabao in the Philippines. I gotta post that video. It is one unbelievable video that I did. So maybe I'll see if I can. Well, my editing software just got done. Where the hell is it? Let me take a quick look here. I just did something dumb. Final Cut Pro. Okay. Escape. There we go. Final Cut Pro is back, is in. So I should be able to. I don't know. Did I disappear or did everybody else just disappear? But do you think Yanmar is the same in the Deeres as the one in the Kubotas? Yes, of course it is. It's a Yanmar motor. But Kubota puts their own motors in their tractors. They don't use Yanmar. The New Holland Speedro R240. What has happened with that machine? It is gone. Gone from. That's all that matters. Excuse me. I hope some unsuspecting farmer does not end up with it. That's all I can say. Thanks for putting that to rest. My brother wanted to know, and do you recommend a conditioner pull behind kind? John Deere Mocos are probably some of the better ones. Heston has a really good mower. New Holland, I do not like the new cutter bar. Yeah, I still have the Model T, of course. I do. I have Model A too. But anyway, I don't like the new cutter bar in the New Holland. It's just not that I ever broke it, but it seemed to create a lot of damage to itself over the older model. So they're trying to make things lighter. They're making the drive system heavier duty, but they're making the bar itself lighter. And I think that if they would just thicken up the knife a little bit, it would alleviate a lot of those problems that they're having or that I had with it. And I mean, I don't know. I can't hardly recommend a pull type, but I would say for the good old reliable, it would have to be the older New Holland with the older cutter bar design. The newer cutter bar design, I don't know. The jury's out for that. I'm sorry. I was ready to fix my equipment like you did and save the money, but I don't have the time. Well, you got to have time, because if you don't make the time to fix your equipment, you got to work somewhere else to make the money to pay somebody else to fix it. That's the theory right there. We got the John Deere Moco 835, and it works great. Yeah, I mean, anybody that I know that has a John Deere Moco their first, what they say is it's a tank. It is heavy. You know, they're heavy. But, you know, the Massey Ferguson have computer glitches that cause it to run off the road. I had that with the John Deere, or with the New Holland, so I'm not going with the Massey Heston. I'm not. The Haybine, I'm not going to buy a Haybine. That's too slow. Sun is shining now. Damn. Does John Deere make tractor with reverse drive? No, not that I know of. I've never seen one. New Holland TV 145, I almost bought one of those, but it didn't have enough horsepower. The engine was 160 horsepower, 145 horsepower, but the hydraulic output of it was only 100 horsepower, so it just wouldn't do it. So you could put 500 horsepower in that motor and just burn a lot of fuel, and you would still only produce 100 horsepower of hydrostatic drive. So that's why I didn't buy the TV 145. I looked at it and I wanted it because it was really cool, but it was not. Good morning from Ottawa. Anyway, yeah, I got 187 viewers on here. Thank you for coming. And I hope I've actually. Sorry about that, guys. I have a New Holland TS 6110. I work with a Rhino 15-foot batwing, which is worn out. What kind would you suggest to replace it with? We cut levee slopes with it. You know what? Get the Vermeer pull behind. If you're doing levee slopes, that Vermeer pull behind hydro swing thing, it folds up to like 8.5 feet and unfolds to, or it unfolds up to 10 feet, 8 or 10 feet, and it unfolds to 18 feet. It's got 3 separate mowers on it, no conditioner rolls, and you can haul ass. It's $45,000. Are you thinking about replacing 7410 with a newer tractor? Just a thought. Yes, Jonathan Hibbert, I am actually looking at replacing 7410. I will retain the 7410 and fix all its little oil leaks and corks, but I will more viewers than Wrangler Star. Oh, at one time, yeah, Wrangler. It's funny with Wrangler Star. You know, he does those religious things, and it's enough to drive you nuts. I can't watch it. I mean, I like Wrangler Star's videos, but I don't like his religious persona or his religious part of the channel. Not to say that I don't hold it against him. You know, I mean, to each his own. If they want to believe in the things that he believes in, that's his business. I believe what I believe, and that's it. And I'm not going to project that to you guys because, quite honestly, I don't think you give a damn. I'm a field service man down here in Georgia, so I must admit your mechanic skills are pretty good. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jay Lee. Wes never got an answer for the used attachments phone number. Wes never. Oh. As far as used attachments, Christ, Wangers of Myerstown is where you gotta look. You can find them online, but as far as used attachments, I don't know how much they actually have there. Wengers or Wangers of Myerstown, Wengers of Myerstown, Meyerstown, Pennsylvania. They'll ship, they'll deliver, and you can go pick it up. So he has to stop preaching. He doesn't have to stop preaching. He just needs to stop preaching on here. But let's face it, Wrangler Star has a bigger channel than I have, and it's because he has a little more time to do the editing, and he does a good job. I do an okay job. Maybe with this new program that I just downloaded to my computer, I may be able to do a better job than what I have been doing, quicker. And hopefully it will upload to YouTube, because if it doesn't, I'm going to drive to Apple in California and punch somebody in the face, because it's really starting to piss me off. What will I replace a 7410 with? I am actually looking to purchase a 76 or 7730, 7720, 70 something 20 or 30 series something. I want something that's big enough that can run the stack wagon quick. And it can run, like 30-mile-an-hour stack wagon, IVT, front suspension, electric joystick over the cable one, like in the 7410. My dad has a bad shoulder, so he needs to. Well, thank you, JK. You're trying to get on my good side here. You're doing a good job. Afternoon from Oxfordshire. Yeah, one of these days I'm gonna get to England and I'm gonna hit you guys up that live in England to have like a hostel situation where I can come in and get a warm meal and a place to sleep so I can tour England. I think it would be cool as hell. You know, I'd get to meet and greet in England. So I would go from the south. I want to go to Scotland, but I need to do that in the summertime, and I can't get my work done fast enough. But have you started the mow hay? No. 8225R is what you need. No, it's not. No, the 8225R is only 225 horsepower, and 8345R would be okay. Then I could run the baler and whatever I want. I could, yeah, but I don't need that. It's too much money to spend. It's too. I need something a little more compact, you know, not that great big 8000 series length that I have with the 8120. To run a loader way out in front of that thing, you won't even be able to see what you're picking up. The new YouTube channel is going to come out when I'm a little bit, and I'm going to give a preview of what that is when it comes out. I'm just going to post a quick, like 30-second bit of the videos I'll be doing. It is not going to be me fixing stuff. It is not going to be me hay or corn or anything else. I have a John Deere lawnmower. Actually, Wrangler Star or Cody has a John Deere 40 crawler, which I would love to have. Really nice. What's the difference between 10, 20, and 30 series tractors? Never understood the half of the numbers as in the 7410. 7410, 10 is the series. So 90, I think between 92 and the 7000 series came out in 92 or 93. The 8000 series came out in 94, late 94. So it was like an 8100, 8200, 8300. Later it came the 8400. Then the 10 series comes out. That is just pretty much the same tractor with all the bugs worked out of it. The 8120 or the 20 series was a new hood design, but still, again, a lot of similarities between the 10, the aught series, 10, 20, and then 3 series, but a lot better stuff on them. They really pulled it together. Yeah, of course, I ran the 4960 on the baler earned. So yeah, the 4960 pulls the baler very well. We got done fertilizing. He got the tractor stuck in the last round. Oh, that sure did the other day. I have that on video, but of course, because it's of Apple. VIE is the problem. PROBLEM problem. There you go. All right, so I'm just trying to talk to somebody else while I'm doing this. I'd be glad to have you in the UK. I would love to come. When I was there in 2014, beautiful countryside. I would just love to just get out there, but I want to take a motorcycle. I don't want to be in a car. I just want to be out on a bike. Yeah. My favorite John Deere tractor, I got to say, it's a 7810. It's a versatile, powerful machine. It does very, very well. Does very, very well. What stick welder do you recommend? 200. Recommend SA 200 pipe. I don't know what you mean, SA 200 pipeline. I use a Lincoln stick welder. Miller makes a really nice stick welder also. I'm never running one, but I know that people that do run them like them. Yeah, I like the IVTs. I think the IVT is that stepless tits. I mean, they work. They work really well. I like the front suspension. I had a 7930 John Deere front suspension. I ran that for 2 weeks. It had the triple mowers on it. I had the Hydro Swing case. That's what or the Hydro Swing Gale. That's what I used before I got the case. Fuel prices out my way, $2.65 for diesel on road. Gasoline is somewhere around $2.40. Ever been to Ireland? Nope. But I want to go to the Isle of Man and ride a motorcycle down the TT, the tourist, the TT, when they do the TT. Yeah. One of these days, I don't want to go like a fucking wild man. I just want to, go 100, 120 mile an hour. That'd be cool. 100, 120 mile an hour on a motorcycle. That'd be pretty freaking awesome. I would not buy an IVT, but that's me. Once you run an IVT, Andre, you're going to think different. You're going to think different. The transmissions is don't buy the first series out. Buy a couple series in. Because just like anything else, like the Speed Rower 240. The Speed Rower 240 had new different pumps on it than the case, had a different steering system on it than the old case. It would go to sleep. It sucked because you're constantly like, oh yeah, but the case was just smooth 2-finger control and you were good to go. Yeah, so, yeah. See you later, Jonathan. Have a good day. But, yeah. The IVT transmissions, it's oil. These tractors need the oil that is recommended or a higher quality oil. Oh, really? And you didn't like it? What's wrong? What was the problem with it? I mean, I ran that 7930 and I was like, you know what? Take the mowers off. They were Kuhn mowers and they were self-destructing themselves. The knives were thin like paper and they would cut into the cutter bar. I did more damage in that week. I didn't even run it a full week, but I did more damage to that cutter bar in 1 week than I did to any New Holland in 5 years. Crap, I should have bought the second series iMac. Yeah, well, that's what I have. For hay operation, IVT is good, but to use for tillage, well, I don't see why the problem is. I mean, I know a lot of guys that run those IVTs. Most of them are going to IVTs now. They don't slip. If they're slipping, you've got the wrong oil in them. But still disking, waiting for rain so I can play. Yeah. It's dark again. Where's my phone? I can look up on WeatherBug. I use WeatherBug. I like that better than the Weather Channel. WeatherBug seems to work really well. Gas is here. Oh, got something coming in at us right now. And of course it's petering out as it gets here. Jeepers creepers. Why doesn't it just open up and rain on me? I mean, I could deal with a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain right now. It'd be nice. I have new John Deere Direct Drive. That is something, it's a preference thing then. I mean, I like the power shifts, but I hate that jerking you get from the power shift. Which reminds me, I got to glue my seat. Where the shock absorber is, it broke loose in there, so it slams, bam, bam. And before the shocks, there's nothing smooth about it. So I actually have to take the seat apart today, like right now. How's that tire jack tire you shot? Is it still? Yes, the tire jack tire is still inflated. Go to my website. Check out tireject.com. Tell them that Wes Pandy sent you, and hopefully I get some money. But these guys, Jay Reagan, you're going to get it. I was going to do you some solids, but you ain't helping me out here. IVT is hydraulic. It is 5,000 hour transload operation. Is that what they're claiming? It's not really hydraulic. There's gears in there. I mean, I'm not 100%. It's not hydrostat. I know it's not hydrostat. I've seen the insides of those things. There's a John Deere 420cc 420 crawler for sale in East Kyle, West Missouri for $2,500. Craigslist post $415. Yeah, well, raining like a beach here, first time in 2 months. Well, you can have some of our rain. I need some. Send it. Have you used the Farmer's Almanac, and is that thing accurate? The Farmer's Almanac is good for one thing. Wiping your ass with. Yeah. Take it to the Philippines. If you got to wipe something, you use that. Yeah, it's a hybrid. You know, it is. Red Bud, Illinois. That I could agree with. In order to get that stepless, that fluid drive transmission, I've honestly, our tractors run CVT transmissions. Yes, constant velocity. Those are the New Holland's terms for constant velocity. CVTs would be like in the Ford Freestyle, they had a belt. There was a belt in there. That was the transmission. It was like a, what do you call it? A snowmobile. Those are basically CVTs, constant velocity. Faster that engine runs, the plates shift and slide. They were good. You're done planting? Good. Very dry here in Australia, dusty, dry seeding. Plant in the dust and your bins will bust. Plant in the wet and you will soon regret. Just remember that. Is there a reason Cabela's is? It's still there. He's still there. Oh, I'm a new advertisement. I got to go click and do that. I got to get my IT girl moving. Well, 5,000 hours. To be honest with you, Andre, how many people actually run their tractors to 5,000 hours anymore? Nobody. You go to Festline or any of these companies that, for used tractors, big guys, even me, I'm going to the point now that I'm only going to be running these things for a short amount of time and I'm going to be trading them off. A lot of people are wondering why I do that. That will be, I'm not going to explain it to you here, but I will explain it to you when my new channel gets put up. The new channel has a name. I'm not going to say it yet. It's not official yet, but I will explain to you why big farmers or big farms are going to buying new equipment every year or every other year. And I would never, ever run a brand new tractor to 5,000 hours. There's just no point in it. Yeah, just not going to do it. There's no point to it. And I will explain that later because a lot of people don't understand how anybody can make money by buying new equipment. But I'll explain to you why you will make more money buying new equipment every couple of years than you will by buying an old piece. If you buy an old piece of equipment, well, let's put it this way. You can buy a tractor, an older tractor, and you can work on them, and they're reliable enough that you can just continue to work. Tractors are different than, say, hay equipment. If you got a baler, a hay rake, hay rake, yeah, hay rakes are, again, balers, hay rakes, mowers. Those are things that you need to get in and get rid of when you're done with them. I mean, you get a new baler, you run it for a couple of years, ship that bitch out the door. It retains its value. But I will get into that later. I have two PS John Deere 8000 series. You don't like them? Power Shift 8000 series. Yeah, I mean, my problem with the Power Shifts is they hesitate. When you're pulling a heavy load, it's like, well, what the fuck was that, And that's just the way those are. The 4960 is way worse. Those old 15 speeds. The 16 speeds are a lot smoother, but still. Now, $300,000 tractor, no problem. Go down and buy it. $30,000. You'll get $30,000. You take $30,000 down there and you say, here, give me a new tractor. Right? If you got 30 grand, go buy that tractor, that $300,000. You use it for a couple of years, right? You use it for a couple of years. Boom, swap it off for another $300,000 tractor. You still have your $30,000, right? You get a new tractor. There you go. Simple as that. You keep your money. It's money in the bank. My opinion on New Holland tractors is don't buy anything smaller than a T6. Yeah, don't buy anything smaller than a T6. You buy that, I think the T5s are made in Italy, and I've heard all kinds of nightmarish stories about T4s, T5s. T6 is getting there. T7s, I love the T7. I thought it was a neat tractor. But Polaris Ranger, love to have one. Anyway, what do we got going? God damn it, somebody's calling me. Somebody's calling me from New Jersey, so they're just going to have to put the brakes on. Timothy, are you still watching this? Because if you are, you need to go load hay and get it down to Heidi. Anyways, we have 3 inches plus of rain in May alone in southeast Ireland. May has been very quiet. I live in Ireland, and quotas just went there in April. I live in Ireland. Yeah, well, you're screwed. Dairy quotas, you're fucked. Big dairymen are going to come in. You're going to have 1,000 cow herds, 10,000 cow herds, and all your little farms are going to go away. T5 is a very good tractor. Yeah, well, right now. T4s are T475s, absolute piece of shit. I've heard Case leasing 340 horsepower tractors for $13,000 a year. That's the cheapest deal. Now, don't do that because you lose your money. If you lease it for $13,000, you've lost $13,000. If you buy it, you never lose anything. You just got to understand this. What year are your Jeeps? 95, and Tim's is a 91. Yeah, buy a little bit older tractor though if you're gonna, track proprietary equipment like balers and mowers. You're right. You got to get rid of them. Just boom, boom, in and out, in and out. You never lose your money. Never lose your money. And you actually, in my case, you use them for free in the end. The all-raised personal veggie garden. There is one outside. The T6s are good from there on up. That's correct. 66 Oliver, you got it. The T6 is the smallest tractor I would buy in New Holland. My clean 4320, 9,000 hours, 10,000. Can't do that with other brand. If you sold your 4320 for $10,000, you lost money. You could have got more for that tractor. I'm sorry, Beyond Idaho. Well, it depends on what it looked. You said it was clean. 4320 was only made for 2 years. I think 72 and 73. I have a 4320. It's you saw it. I made videos all about it. But anyway, yeah, the 4320, they only made it for 2 years. It is becoming a sought-after tractor, especially if you have a narrow front. There weren't too many of those. Yeah, and you're right, because the 4320 sold for $12,000 brand new back in 1972, because we have one. $12,000, brand new. If you could have any tractor, what would you have? I already have it. I have all the tractors I want. TL 100 horsepower. Yeah. This 100 horsepower. Those are different. Those were made in the Ford plants. We've got a 4710 Deere utility for around the house, and it works great for that size. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, they do. They do. The 4710. My brother-in-law had a 4710, and it was a hydrostatic drive. It was a really good tractor. I liked it. I liked it a lot, actually. But anyways, guys, I've been on here for over an hour, and I need to get going because I do have work to do. And I have to pee because I drank coffee. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to get my carcass moving. Any 6200 videos, or did you get the cat? Have not gotten a Caterpillar yet. The 6200. We used it for the first time yesterday to pull the 5020 out of the building because we had jump start, pull start it. And for Beyond Idaho, have you tried this? I'm learning Tagalog, and when I was in the Philippines, some of the words ain't quite right. But I know you have a wife that's Filipina, and I'm sure she's teaching you better than that, but I'm trying that. It's kind of neat to learn that language. Take care. Don't forget to where your roots are. Oh, I got roots. It's waiting for rain, too. Anyways, yes, thanks, JK. See you later. I'm getting ready to go. Bye-bye from St. Louis, Missouri. You ever been up in the arch? In the archway in St. Louis? Nick Goobert. You ever take days off, bud? Not like vacations. I mean, just a day off. Very rarely. New Holland T6 is good. What case IH buy? Same thing. They're identical tractors. The T6 and the case, whatever the hell it is. I don't know the numbers. I don't buy red or blue. Our John Deere 60 has 3-point, ran a drum mower. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I don't even know what a drum mower is. I'm going to have to look. It's the same company. All right, Kevin, I will see you later. Anyways, look for new videos. Hopefully this new editing software that I just uploaded onto my computer, downloaded onto my computer, will work, and life will be good again. But until then, it's sayonara. See you possibly next week. Depends. Pray for rain here because it is dry, and I have 692 acres of new seeded grass that needs a drink of water. It has a fertilizer. It has everything that it needs. It just needs a little bit of rain. So we're good to go. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying, guys. You got to give me a break here. I'm trying to get these things together. Goodbye from South Wales. Anyways, you have a great day. Sayonara. See you some other time. Hopefully you'll see a video from me. And pray for rain like I just said. And yeah, have a great, great, great growing season. Bye-bye.